done with the arm drag for now. Did anyone have any other questions with that? No? No? I really strongly suggest that from the ground. Okay? Strongly suggest that from the ground. Okay? That you get in the habit of keeping that other leg out. Because when it stops you from chasing your back. 2, I've totally broken his posture. 3, if I get a nice tight grip on this, it's really hard on his lower back to try and sit up right now. So I can just lean on this arm, get to my knees, and then just carry on from there. Don't, I saw some of you guys doing this. Don't abandon everything like this. Okay, just get up to your knees. Just try to get up to your knees and get here. Because now I'm on top. And more often than not, what's the guy going to do once the kid goes back? Yeah, so you're going to roll over, and now I went from being on bottom to being on top. And that's always good, right? Self-defense scenario, I don't want to be on the bottom, right? Even in any position. That was the other thing. Someone was asking me earlier about your knees, about taking the arm bar. Like when some guys turtle here, how to get the far arm bar and stuff like that. I don't recommend that you do any of that kind of stuff because if you do try to go for an arm bar, you're gonna end up on bottom, right? If it fails, you do anything. Like even with the kind of like a crucifix. Yeah, you get the arm, this is super cool. Yeah, look at me, I'm so stylish. Boom! Yeah, this is the bomb, man. But if Dan gets out, what's gonna happen? Where am I? I'm on bottom, right? Limited option. So, guy turtles up, right is back. Knees on it. He goes left, he goes right. My knees are gonna cut right through his hips. Go anywhere, Dan. Go anywhere. Okay, look at that. Boom, I just knee right through. Where am I? On top. I've got like 150 options to submit him from here. Not from bottom. Cool? Not from bottom. Cool? Cool? Okay? Alright. So, now, we're just going to go over some back attack stuff. Right. So we're just going to assume right now, so we're going over the 5 deadliest moves of jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts, right? Number 1 was guillotine, 2 was taking the back. Now we're going to talk about attacks from the back. The main one that we're going to cover is the rear naked choke. Everyone does this wrong. Okay? So, now when you do rear naked choke, a lot of people teach it, and it's not the hardest thing to figure out, right? You have his neck and you squeeze, okay? But there is a bit of a methodology to it that makes it more effective and more efficient. So first off, you want to make sure that your elbow's in line, that you're blocking both carotid arteries on his neck, right? To cut the blood off to his head. His head. Second thing is that once you get here, he's going to start defending. He's going to start trying to pull my arm. So I'm going to use the back arm to frame against his shoulder. And one, I'm going to push into him. Because once you do this, for him to get out, he has to turn his back the way my fingers are pointing to get out of it. See that? For the escape, he turns this way. So to prevent that, I'm here keeping him nice and tight. Okay? If he tries to wiggle in any way, shape, or form, I've got him nice and locked up. So once you get here, boom, you tighten it up, and then from here, you're just going to slide this hand over and behind, your hand in your bicep. Right? And if you can, not here, you want your arm through. Like if you've got big long arms like I do, put your arm through. Now some people like to push the head down, some people like to cover their own face or whatever. Remember, if this is a street fight, you can easily just reach up and down. Gouge your eyes, but once you start putting pressure on, he's not gonna be doing that. So we're just gonna talk about how to finish the choke first, and then we'll go about getting the choke. So right now, when you finish it, it's not squeezing. You'll get it by squeezing your arms, but what you're actually doing is you're shrugging your shoulders back and then squeezing. So what I'm doing, sorry, can we move just the camera can see. So what I'm doing here is I'm not squeezing. I'm shrugging my shoulders first and then squeezing. Do you see where my elbows are? My body, there's just squeezing, there's just shrugging my shoulders and then squeezing. See how much tighter that is? So it's almost like, if I were to just put my 2 fingers, can you just squeeze my fingers? Put my 2 fingers, can you just squeeze my fingers for me, Dan? With your shoulder blades? That's what he's doing, okay? That's what you do first. You squeeze there, then you squeeze up here. And if the guy, and some guys, they think they're cute, they tuck their chin, tuck your chin, okay, to protect their neck. You put that kind of pressure on their face. Guys tap all the time because they feel like their jaw's about to shatter. Okay, so it's not the best defense to get out of this. Cool. So just with your partner, sit down. One person's on the knees, the other person kneel behind them. Get the choke on. Shrug your shoulders. Finish it. Okay. Get it tight. Practice sliding it out and getting it nice and quick. Get it locked. Practice using that to frame against their back. Boom. Slide it behind. Shrug your shoulders. And choke. Okay.
Just saying, make sure it gets nice and red.
Yeah, that's great. This is going to be one of those Christmas parties where like, and this is the time you're all got passed out. Choke two and clap.
You're not going to teach him the corkscrew?
We're going to get to that.
This once it's all the way through so that it's hard to pull back out.
No, it's like as soon as I get I think it makes it a little less lethal, like go for it. See, like that's good.
Yeah, just like
Moves and so we can guillotine. Then we want to take in the back. That's what we have to do. Then we're talking about the minute to choke and back control in general. Okay, so right now what we're doing is we have back control. Remember, we've got the seatbelt. When I grab you, I'm not grabbing my wrist, but I give them a lever. Go ahead. So you can push on my wrist and try to break out. So I'm grabbing my own hand and I'm going to try and hide this in his arm if I can. One, because it makes this transition really easy, right? And two, because now my hands aren't here where he's going to try and pry at my hands and fight, get it inside. It's nice and tight, I bring my arms, okay? So, but if two parts of control, I have his upper body controlled and his lower body. If I lose the lower body, he gets back to the mat so he can face into me. I'm going to keep this tight, get my leg away. Okay, roll on my belly. When I'm on my belly, see how my toes are curled? I'm using that to drive in, sit him up. Now, I'm going to switch my feet in, sit back, recover one hook. Which side do I want? If I only have one hook, which side do I want it to be on? Bottom. So I'm going to roll on my side, now I can get my other hook. Okay? Or I can control the back of his leg. Whatever I need to do. Go to split. Right? If you're fortunate enough that this guy lets you grab his arm, stuff it and hold it like this. Okay? But don't worry about that. Just worry about keeping the control, running around and getting your hooks back. Okay? Okay, everyone with your partner. Control right now, right? I had this. Nathan managed to get out, get his back to the mat. I kept the control. Right? Around. I get up on top. Now when I get to here, for whatever reason, I'm going to try and finish him. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut his shoulder and I'm going to hold his shoulder to my body. Okay? Cut his shoulder, hold to my body. Remember, I'm doing this foot in thing. So I come up, I'm crouched over him. I'm crouched over him, I grab his shoulder, I enter the over and push his face and I sit down. Look, see how I'm sliding out on his arm? Okay, knees pinched and then into the arm bar.